Hello, everyone, and this is Reggie with another episode of Stock Talk. And today was a pretty good day in the market. Today is January 12th, 2021. So in this segment, I'm going to do 9 stocks, right? Because I saw a lot of good chart patterns. If you're new to the channel, I strictly trade based off of chart patterns and technical analysis. If you are an investor, which you are a person that likes to buy stocks, hang on to them, and grow your money, this is technical analysis is a part of due diligence, but not the whole due diligence. So I do recommend doing more looks into fundamentals. But I am strictly talking based off of chart patterns and technical analysis. So with that said, I got 9 stocks we're gonna do in less than 5 minutes, hopefully. And also during my presentation, I am going to click on my watch list of the charts of the stocks that I'm going to mention. So you can freeze the video, take a screenshot or whatever, so you can reference it and do your own research and kind of check for entry points if something may interest you. All right, so the first one that's on the screen is Fortinet. I did a video yesterday on Fortinet. Fortinet is internet security. As you can see, it's starting an uptrend. It's going strong to the upside. It's forming a triple top. It hit here, here, and here, and hopefully tomorrow it will break through. I do have a position on that. The RSI indicator does show uptrend. That MacD is starting to form a golden cross. If that completes, it's definitely going to shoot up towards the upside. All right. So our next stock, Plug Power. I'm sure all you, this is no news to anybody. Keep an eye on Plug Power. It is a bit extended. I have not taken a new position on it because it's so far extended. These charts will be daily charts. So I have an old position that I took way back in like December. So I'm looking pretty on that one. If you do take a new position, I will caution you because it is very extended. But it is sitting on top of what was supposed to be resistance line that I drew is now support, which is a $61 mark. So Plug Power definitely is a stock you should hold, especially during the Biden administration with Clean Energy Act that will be probably most likely get passed soon. Next one is Blink, right along the same lines. This is battery. They have charging stations. They already have a network of charging stations set up throughout the U.S. As you can see right now, it broke through. It had formed a double top here, almost a triple top, if you count that wick, here, and then also here, and broke through and now sitting. So that resistance line of 52.30, $52 is now support. So I do expect it to continue towards the upside through, and it's a good position. It's a good starting position because look, RSI is sitting low. It was oversold. Now the buying is back and starting to head towards the overbought territory, but we got quite a few days before it hits that. Our MacD indicator is starting to show. Let's see, we have a golden cross. Yep, we have a confirmed golden cross with the MacD showing that it went from downtrend into an uptrend. So it's a new trend now. So that's Blink. Our next one will be URI. If you've been following my channel, you know URI, United Rentals, is a play on infrastructure. The Biden administration will have infrastructure spending, and Democrats are known to spend more when it comes to infrastructure into states. And URI, United Rentals, that rents construction equipment, highly benefits from that. And so right now it's trading in a range. It gapped up. It's trading in a range. So our resistance right now is $264, 265 mark, and it's starting to gap up. So it kind of bust outside the Bollinger Bands, went down, and then now it's starting to go back up. It is a bit in overbought territory in RSI. Our MACD indicator does show uptrend, but so just keep an eye on that. But that is something that I am long on. All right, so let's go ahead and show you my boom. That is this is my watch list that I compiled today of stocks that are gapping up. So go ahead and take a screenshot of that or freeze the video here. All right, so quick rundown. Also, Twilio Twilio starting a new uptrend. Uh, Etsy. If you're looking for a mask, that's what Etsy. Most people get a lot of their masks there on Etsy. Etsy has always been a strong stock, starting the uptrend. Had a big wick here. RSI is in a good position. So this is where I like to buy. When it's low, the RSI is showing beginning of a buying uptrend, sitting low, and we have a golden cross starting here on our MACD indicator. So Etsy is definitely a strong buy. Roku, we have Roku is kind of outside the Bollinger Band, so it's a bit extended, but it has a lot of strength, has good volume here. It's showing in the overbought territory. RSI is MACD is open, so this is may wait for a bit of a pullback there on Roku, but it's still going towards the upside. Fortinet, we've already talked about. Plug Energy. Plug is, did I speak about Plug? Yeah, I said Plug already. Plug and Blink, URI. Caterpillar is another infrastructure play. Caterpillar gapped up, went outside of Bollinger Band, traded in a range. So if you're new to the channel, typically when they go outside the Bollinger Band, it will trade in a range. Bollinger Band will catch up. Bollinger Band is a moving average. This top line here is these three lines. And now it's back inside the Bollinger Band and it's heading back up. As I say, all stocks end up heading back inside the Bollinger Band. If it's outside, it's a bit extended. It can hang out there for a little while, but eventually it will retrace, trade sideways or down until the moving average catches up. All right, next one, fuel cell up there with plug and blink. Fuel cell, another one that's a bit extended, but the market does not care. Look at this. It's way outside the Bollinger Band, and post-market, it hit the $20 mark. I did buy some call options on that at 18, knowing that looking for it to hit 20. So hit 20, and hopefully it'll hold until tomorrow on my swing trade. Volume is awesome. It's going into earnings, so just be careful there. On the 20th, it has slightly hit the earnings. Just hit earnings. It's barely there. I don't know how the market's going to react to the earnings. I believe it will make earnings, but I'm not sure if the market will actually care because this is a 2021 stock into clean energy. The RSI is going into overbought territory, but we have a strong uptrend on RSI and the MACD on fuel cell. Netflix. Now, Netflix, pick and choose your entry point here. Netflix is a bargain for me. I believe is a bargain where it's at. It's at the bottom of the Bollinger Band. That's for me. That's like an alert when a strong stock or stock, a company that's not going anywhere soon hits that bottom band. But it could go lower. But the RSI is trading low. It's showing more selling though. The MACD is downtrending. So keep an eye on Netflix. And if you're long Netflix, hey, buy here and just hold. But if you're swing trading, you got to pick and choose your entry. So keep that on your watch list, Netflix. But when it does decide to gap up, it's going to go strong. Also, Netflix just announced that they're going to release a new movie every week. Also, and it's going to be a major movie. It's going to have major stars. One of it with the Dwayne Rock Johnson. So it's major stars. They're not just little chump movies. So it's good movies. So keep an eye on Netflix. Q Clean again is another clean energy play. Was riding high outside of Bollinger Band, kind of rested here, and is going strong. It broke outside what would be resistance, the 85 mark. So keep an eye on that. It is a little extended when it comes to the RSI, but that is on my watch list. Now this one I'm strong on. This next one, SherwinWilliams. If you ever bought paint, SherwinWilliams might have been part of it. Anybody that has a commercial business, commercial construction business, commercial painting, they know SherwinWilliams. They are like number one in the game. And SherwinWilliams kind of been trading in this range, been a little choppy, but now it's starting to show some strength. The SAR indicator has showed downtrend, but hasn't really went down too much. It's been riding this red line, this 20-day moving average on the MACD indicator. Our volume is a bit choppy, but it looks like the buyers are coming back. But I'm going to put another video on SherwinWilliams because this is a good earnings play. And there's a pattern here that's highly recognizable. So look in the description. I'm going to put a link to it. I'm going to do a video on Sherwin-Williams by itself. This is a really, really good earnings play and a chance for us to make some money. And last but not least, right? Last but not least, Li Auto. Li Auto is the, I don't know what's like a third stepbrother. Like it's not even a stepbrother to the Tesla. Like, I'll say NIO is. So this is like a third stepchild, but it's running. I don't know anything about the fundamentals of Lee or anything, but I'm looking at this chart pattern, strong buy, and this is one of those a rising tide raises all ship stocks. And so EVs are starting to raise, and again, it's going to be very Biden administration friendly with clean energy. And so Li Auto, no new headlines that I know of. Let's check real quick. And the right. Okay. Oh, delivery. They had some delivery reports. Okay. Um, but Li Auto is a familiar friend of the EV stock. So I would take a small position in Li Auto. It looks like we have a bit of a double top here. In post market, it's trading higher. And so it looked like we might have a spike within the next day or two on Li Auto, maybe getting up here to the 141 mark. So that's my watch list. Here it is again. Boom. This is Reggie with Stock Talk. If you please like and subscribe. That way, when I find these gems, you can get an alert. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be alerted when I find these gems. I look at hundreds of stocks a day and basically chart patterns, looking for bullish chart patterns. And when I find them, I do list them so you guys can check them out and kind of filter it towards your own trading style. All right, this is Reggie with Stock Talk. I will see you on the next video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. See ya.